Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about Age of Mythology and the new gods that are coming for the Chinese. In the last video I already talked about two of the Chinese classical age minor gods, which are Sun Wukong and Huang Di. And now that all other gods have been revealed, I will briefly talk about those as well now. So first of all, let's start off with the third classical age minor god, which is Chang'e, the goddess of the moon. And the mythical unit of Chang'e is Alkhalim, which is immune to most other god powers, and it heals units on death. And Chang'e's god power is Barrage, which is a rain of arrows on a certain spot, which is effective on units and quite ineffective on buildings. Her technologies benefit mortal units and as well as your heroes by increasing their damage and giving them extra movement speed. So now I'm gonna continue with the heroic age. Here we got three gods as well. The first one is Bao, the god of the Yellow River. His myth unit is the War Salamander, which is a amphibian unit which can fight both on land and water, so giving Will the opportunity to surprise your opponents on mixed maps. And his god power is Geysir, which is pretty much what it sounds like. It deals damage both to you and to your enemy, so you have to be a little bit careful with that. His technologies are benefiting your navy, your buildings, and your favor collection rate. Next god in heroic age is Zhong Kui, and as he is not really a god but also not really immortal, his myth unit is also an undead unit, the Yangqi, also called the hopping zombie, due to his rather strange movement pattern. And as already mentioned, it's an undead unit, and it drains life from enemy soldiers, so it damages opponents while healing itself. And the god power of Zhong Kui is Uproot, so he summons some root through the earth's crust, and they damage buildings in an area, and those buildings get damaged as long as the roots are intact. His technologies benefit your infantry and heroes, as well as his myth unit, the Jiangxi. That leads us now to the last god of the heroic age, and which is, to be honest, also my favorite god of the heroic age. He is Bao Gong, god of soil and land. His myth unit is the Pixie. It's a winged lion that will generate gold while fighting. The god power of Bao Gong is Imperial Examination, and that speeds up the building construction and unit creation time for a certain amount of time. His technologies benefit your monks and generally your economy. So what is quite interesting about Bao Gong is that he is he interacts a lot with your new possibilities you got as a Chinese player by benefiting your gardens. Gardens are some kind of kind of similar to like very small plenty vaults you can actually build as with the villagers as normal buildings, and they work similar to the shrines of the Japanese in Age of Empires 3 as well. So yeah, that's also the way they generate their favor. And Chinese can train monks, and those monks can also convert your opponent's units. So yeah, they can get quite dangerous. So now we're at the last age, the Mythic Age. There are 3 minor gods as well, of which the first one is Wangmu, the Queen Mother of the West. Her myth unit is a white tiger, which is has a leap attack coming to the God Power. It's the Earth Dragon. It's stationary, and you can summon it in one place, and it will breathe fire on all nearby foes. And you can summon it 3 times. The technologies of Wangmu will benefit your castles, your castle units, and your white tigers. So the next Mythic Age minor god is Chang'e, god of fire and warfare. His myth unit is the Vermilion Bird, which is a flying unit that can cause firestorms. His god power is Inferno. This deals massive damage to enemy buildings and all units in a certain radius. So once again, you will have to be careful with your own units there. And his technologies benefit your navy, your cavalry, and your general technologies. This leads us to the last Mythic Age god, which is by far my favorite god. It's our Kuang, the Lord of the Eastern Sea. And his myth unit is the Azure Dragon, which is pretty much what you would expect there. It is a dragon unit that can breathe fire and is mobile as well. It does float, but does not count as a flying unit. And our Guang has even a second myth unit, which is the Dragon Turtle. It's a water-based myth unit, and yeah, it's a turtle with a dragon head, so it breathes fire as well. And will surely dominate the seas for you. His god power is the Great Flood, which deals massive damage to buildings and units, and you also always have to be careful with your own units here, as it pretty much destroys everything in its path. Coming to the technologies of our Kuang, and those benefit your human units, your ships, and your dragons. Okay, these were all of the 7 new minor gods that have been revealed for Tale of the Dragon. And by the time this video is coming out, the game itself should already be out. And expect more Age of Mythology content very soon. I'm thinking about doing a campaign walkthrough or something in that direction, and some Civ review for the Chinese as well. So thank you all for watching, and see you in the next video.